You can install and configure Kubernetes in different ways. You have an option to configure Kubernetes cluster within seconds, in minutes, and even hours. Most importantly, you have different options available to install Kubernetes on your personal laptop, physical server, virtual machines, and as a cloud service. Hello and welcome to installation methods of Kubernetes. Before you watch this video, it is required to have a basic understanding of what is Kubernetes and its Kubernetes architecture and containers. So, without any further delay, let's take a look at the things you will be learning as part of this video. In this video, we'll primarily discuss about a high-level overview of various ways we can install Kubernetes. This is just a very short video. It has barely one slide, but this gives you a very good clear idea about what are the different ways we can install Kubernetes. So let's get started. First, let's start with Play with K8s. In case if you are familiar with Play with Docker website, then Play with K8s is designed in a similar way. This is ideal for someone who does not want to install anything on their system or laptop, but want to do a quick testing or a learn about Kubernetes. And this is a ready-made Kubernetes cluster available online. All you have to do is just visit the website https://labs.playwithk8s.com or just simply Google it to try this out. And we have a dedicated demo on this following current video. Next comes the Minikube. Minikube is ideal for someone who want to install Kubernetes on their system but has a very limited system resources. So the key takeaway point with Minikube is you do not have a separate Kubernetes master and a Kubernetes node worker node architecture. You get all Kubernetes components packaged into one. It is all-in-one setup. Same system acts as a Kubernetes master and same system acts as a Kubernetes worker node. And we have a dedicated demo on this as well. Next, moving on to Kubedium. Kubedium is a way to go if you want to get actual real-time setup. We can do that using Kubedium tool. Using that, you can set up multi-node Kubernetes cluster. And this is one of the popular installation methods of Kubernetes. So depending upon the system resources you have, you can create multiple VMs. Then you can configure Kubernetes master and node components. In case you have a limited system resources but want to use Kubedium method, then you might want to spin up cloud-based VMs. This is exactly what we are going to do in this course. We have dedicated video on this. So that's about the Kubedium. Besides these three, there are other three popular cloud-based platforms which offer Kubernetes service on their platform. They are Google Kubernetes Engine, Amazon Elastic Container Services for Kubernetes, and Azure Kubernetes Service. So what's common and cool with these cloud-based Kubernetes services are, all you need to define is how many nodes in your cluster should be and the size of CPU and RAM each node should contain. So once you fill all these details and submit, then these cloud services will automatically set up Kubernetes configuration and takes care of whole lot of things. And we have a dedicated video on Google Kubernetes Engine to discuss this in detail. So that's about the high-level overview. So without much delay, let's start with our next topic, and that is Play with K8s. As we discussed, Play with K8s is one of the easiest way to install and use Kubernetes. And in that video, we'll discuss what is Play with K8s, how to create Kubernetes cluster on Play with K8s, and test the deployment to make sure our configuration is working as expected. And finally, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.